In Mesoamerica, specifically the Temazcal, being that that's where my roots come from, it's over 1,000 years of a tradition, and it's essentially a built structure. There's many kind of ways of it being built, depending on if it's Mayan or Mexica or other denominations of indigenous tribes in Mexico area. And basically it spans from like made out of volcanic rock to adobe to rammed earth, and it's essentially like a dome, the mother's womb of earth. It's a prayer, it's a ceremony that represents death and rebirth.
The first time I did it, about a third of the people did not make it to the end. You know, they kindly asked permission to crawl out. One person crawled out before you guys even brought in the volcanic rocks. It's completely dark because they shut the entrance. So even if you're doing it in the middle of the day, it is pitch black in there, except for the glow of the volcanic rocks that you bring in. You're confronting a lot of fears. The darkness, the crampedness, it's a tight space, the heat as it builds up over the course of the hour.
So I built it in a very unique way. It's probably one of the most unique builds in the world. Mayan style with like crystals, gridding. It's part Mexica style, like Aztec style with the adobe rammed earth. And then also it's partial sweat lodge up north, the Lakotas. And because LA is kind of the center of the north and the south, there's many reasons why I built it that way. Is the elements like water, fire, and the sensory deprivation, as you mentioned, it's pitch black in there. So, and the physiology allows your pineal gland, which they say is your third eye, to be activated. And there's many different references in the Bible and many other religions and prayers that it's best to meditate in pure darkness. So I understood all these things, and then the contrast therapy of extreme heat. So we've also, on top of respecting and preserving the cultural ceremonies of these different ways, we've also created our own unique ways to add on to that medicine. Breathwork ones, and done one with tuning forks and Kundalini yoga inside, and a self-love meditation one, because to me is like I want to have that respect and reverence for the medicines and the ancestral ways, but also I want to integrate another tier and level of like adding on modalities that are very powerful individually in their own right, but on top of that, putting it into the setting of the Temazcal takes it to a whole nother level. Because to me, like my service of love is that to offer all these different things as well as create the new things. Because if people are going to come to us and they don't know all these things, or maybe they do, I want to offer like another layer of like healing in different ways and whatnot. So
bringing the underlying truth of all world religions, spiritual modalities, ancient and new, and even a little bit of science, together under one roof. Even though you want to adhere sometimes to traditional ways of doing things, there's also room to evolve it. There's also room to add something new. There's also room to change certain things, you know, respectfully. I'm seeing that in the community that you're building when I've gone to visit. I love that it's in East LA. There's a statement being made when we have this thing that's reconnecting the old to the new and welcoming everyone into it.